First of all, are you kidding me right now? And second of all, are you kidding me right now? And lastly, are you kidding me right now? This Final Fantasy VII, the remake, FF7R, looks like it has the possibility to be... Hold on, wait for it. Quite possibly the best game ever. Forever. What's good in the web? I'm your man Q, back again, and I decided that since Final Fantasy VII, the remake, R, is coming out in March, like right before my birthday, y'all. Like, seriously, come out on my auntie birthday. I think it come out on the 3rd, right? My auntie birthday on the 3rd, but you know, she grown with grandkids and great-great-grandkids. So I love you, auntie, but Final Fantasy VII R is coming out, and that's like 20 days away from my birthday on March 23rd. Just to throw that out there, even though you know I already don't get it. You already know that. But instead of doing my typical news format with this, I decided to get in depth a little bit with Final Fantasy R7. Let me just call it Final Fantasy VII. Let me just do the remake of Final Fantasy VII. I decided to get in more depth about the game. And really, it ain't really much that I can say that already hasn't been said, except, well, possibly it could be the greatest game of all time. Like Final Fantasy VII, I remember I had a debate with somebody, a classmate, or a friend of a classmate at the time, back in my collegiate days, and she argued me that Final Fantasy VII was overrated and not what people were making it out to be. And I was like, baby girl, hold on, girl, now. You're gonna have to pump the brakes real quick. Final Fantasy VII is one of those once-in-a-generation type games that when games like that drop, everybody else and their grandmama have to come out and try to emulate it. They don't have to, but they do, because of the fact that they see all the glaring success that the game has gotten. That's the same thing that everybody did from Dragon Ball Z. If you look at Dragon Ball Z, and then you look at Bleach and Naruto and a host of animes that was around that early 2000 times, right after the cuffs of Dragon Ball Z hit that tsunami hype. I said tsunami hype. Well, you seen everybody with blonde hair and blue eyes, like, you know, this was the 1940s somewhere out there, you know, in another country. And that's all we're gonna say about that. But in the case with Final Fantasy VII, we got a chance to see something that a lot of the tried and true Final Fantasies and RPGs, which before they were transitioned to JRPGs at that time, just didn't do. And that was to thrust you into a story right off the bat. Typically, you're some young dude, kind of like the scenario that just happened on Dragon Quest XI. You're a young guy and you got a girlfriend that's not really a girlfriend. Y'all ain't really went nowhere and didn't know nothing yet. Y'all just friends, but scared to talk to each other for the last 16, 17 years. But I ain't the one to judge. I'm just pointing that out there. Elric, Hero, bruh. But most of the storylines were basically just cut and dry and paste like that up into Final Fantasy VII. Now, you could make the debate that Terra, which I do love Final Fantasy VI as well, you could make the case that Terra started that trend with this new Neo type of futuristic background within an RPG or within a Final Fantasy. That's true, but they had more typical tried and true king and kingdom and empire type situations than 7 did. 7 started as well with the President Shinra out looking for money, gold, and by any means necessary doing that. almost kind of like some folks that we know in the real world. You know, he was trying to make Shinra great again. And no better example can be shown of how the game thrusts you into the action than even from the trailer that just dropped for the HD version. It shows the classic train scene that Cloud is jumping from right when the beginning of the story starts. The thing that's gotten me so excited about the trailer, other than seeing that, well, how pretty Aerith really was, and why she had this dude Cloud and Zack, you know, shook, was also just how much extra my baby, my boo, my girlfriend, how could you let Cloud treat you so bad? Come to me. Tifa had been doing and all these extra quests and missions and little hanging from the monkey bars that she could do. That really pumped me up. And I like, even though Barrett's talking, I like the showing Barrett be a grown ass big dude, like literally 6'4". Like they made Barrett wider rather than make him taller within the game. So to see the proportions, and I thought I wasn't gonna like it. I gotta go on my baby Tifa again. But the undershirt and the skirt and her whole apparel and her body language to kind of like, you know how, for those of y'all in relationships and stuff, you know how your significant other knows something about you, feels something about you, but don't really say something, like they know it. And that's kind of like that in-depth vibe that I sense between her and Cloud. It doesn't help either that I played this game more times than, you know, a little bit, but still, just from from Polygon to the PC version, which wasn't really that much upgraded graphics, to actually seeing people how they would probably look, it's a whole together different, you know, experience to the game. And seeing Sephiroth, for the little bit that we do see Sephiroth, I can only imagine how crazy it's going to be. And these ghosts or these miasma or whatever the hell else from, you know, Genova particles and whatever that is that's floating around, I love it. I really love also that they're going and talking more about my dude Rude and Reno. Those is my guys. Those is my folks. I like the battle mechanics, how seamlessly they also fit into with the game. This looks like it's just like we all clamoring about how great this game looks, because it does, and it really does. But really what they did was, which is so smart, they took the Final Fantasy 15 engine, and instead of putting any hopes and dreams into 16, because they, to me, 15 was good, but it was too much. Like 15 was what they should be doing to 7, and that's what they're going to be doing to 7 with the episodic crap, because we ain't seen no other footage but what, Don Cornelio. That's it. We get to Don Cornelio. Well, Don Cornelio looks crazy too. And y'all see, Don Cornelio looks crazy too. And being able to see the whole wall market, that's amazing too. Well, so let me get back to the point, because I got excited and I got mixed up. I wonder if they're going to include a lot of things from Crisis Core and Before Crisis and other things, because if y'all who are fans of Final Fantasy VII and know they got like 7 or 8 different entities within Final Fantasy VII universe, also Dirge Cerberus, and then also the anime after, what was the anime name? It was like After Battle or Aftermath, or where it showed the in-depth how Cloud like cut up Sephiroth and sliced that dude. My mama! You're like, my mama gave me this sword. Sliced that dude whole body in half. He didn't say that, but y'all know if y'all watched it, you've seen it. I wonder if they're going to go into that, and I wonder if they're going to go into that depth Before Crisis, and then the Crisis Core, and actually show Zack in an episode so we can get more of his personality, because Zack is a contrast to what Cloud is. Cloud was originally supposed to have black hair, but they ended up giving it to Zack because Sephiroth had the silver and then Cloud had the black. They were contrast, but to spice it up, Hunabaru Sakagachak, he decided that Cloud would probably look better with blonde hair, and you knew who Cloud was, even when you're playing a different party member, right through the game, like because of the spiky hair and because of the blonde hair. Back to the wall market situation, which that whole scenario looks really great. Big bro, hey, big bro, that dude that looked like somebody at the gym, literally, and he looked it funny. Like the black dude that trains, that gives him the wig from the crotch. I wonder if they're gonna do the crotch wig. That's gonna be nasty. We could actually see, because we can see facial features and actual things now, because the graphics and caught up to the story, which is crazy that the graphics caught up to the story that they can redo that. But the whole working out situation where you have to press X and triangle and different buttons to coordinate to do the sit-ups and the squats and everything, they should have you be able to do some burpees, because them burpees will kick your ass. Like, I hate a burpee. They effective, but I hate a burpee. You wake up and you can't burp after you did a couple burpees. Do 10 burpees and tell me. If you don't know what it is, look it up. Look up a burpee. Look it up. B-U-R-P-E-E, burpee. Look it up. Don't believe me. The other thing I'm wondering in the wall market what they're going to do, because they didn't show Tifa in her fine ass blue dress, but it's cool, and they didn't really go into full detail of showing how Cloud looks in drag, but I wonder, are they going to show more scenes and things about the Honeybee Motel escort service, as well as maybe we even get a chance to see a glimpse of Genesis, because y'all know Loveless and Genesis and everything from the Crisis Core and before Crisis and being friends with Angel and Sephiroth, and that all ties into there too, and the graphics actually fit a little better from the PSP version from that than it with the new FF7R than it did with the old ones. And first I was really upset when I found out, confirmed, it was going to be a episodic game, but such a huge game like this, I mean, I'll pay $60. Interweb, overall, I'm really excited about this game, and I'm really excited to see where the episodes are going to go and how they're going to shape the episodes. And since we're getting it episodic, does that mean we get all the episodes? Like, how many will it be? And like, are we going to get great episodes, good, at least 40 hours into these episodes? Because it looks like it's a lot of extra stuff to do. And the battle systems, oh, they look straight gorgeous. God, it looks so good. I can't wait to play it. Like, somebody has a counter on Twitter, and it's just like so many days until Final Fantasy VII comes out. I really wish that this game was coming out during the Christmas season, because I just would play. It wouldn't be no other games. I make a regular run through the game, and then I go back and play the game, you know, on stream. But look, I'm just rambling and getting excited about the game. Let me know, though, in the comment section below, what are you most excited about when it comes to Final Fantasy VII or the remake? And if not what you're most excited about, what would you like to see from the game? I'm listening. And as always, interweb, don't forget to hit that like button if you liked the video, and if you want to stay up to date with all things RPGs, video games, and pretty much anything that's, you know, geeky, hit that subscribe button. And until next time, interweb, remember to eat, geek, sleep, repeat. I'll holler at y'all later. Peace!